It's finally here. Star Wars Battlefront. I have been anticipating for this game for ages, absolutely ages. I cannot stress how much of a Star Wars fan I am. I mean, Star Wars is my life. Well, not my life. That might be exaggerating a bit, but I really love Star Wars, and I can say in advance about this review might be a bit biased because I love Star Wars, straight up. But anyway, let's stop saying that I love Star Wars and actually get on to the review. So the game has not got much of a single player, which I did find disappointing, but it's all about the multiplayer really with this one. And well, it's quite similar to Destiny really in the way that you need online pretty much to have any enjoyment out of this game, or you're not going to have much there. But anyway, if you're looking for any single player content, you've got survival mode, which I am very pleased with. It's a great improvement since the beta. I was worried that in the beta it was going to be a bit too easy when the game released to do survival, but the higher difficulties have certainly shown that it's definitely challenging. So I'm very thankful of that. You've also got some training missions, but they can be turned into actual missions. But overall, there's not much in the way of single player content. It's all about the multiplayer in this, as I've already said. Um, so I'll list off the best modes first. We've got what you're seeing right now, which is Walker Assault. That was the mode they showed off a lot in the beta. This is the same map as Beta Hoth, but in this one I win as the Rebels, so you know, good this time. They've actually made it so Rebels actually have a good chance now. Because I remember back in the beta, probably Rebels lost 95% of the time, but yeah, now it's a bit more of a chance for them. And then next we have Supremacy. Supremacy is your standard if you play Battlefield conquest, and for those who don't play Battlefield, it is capture zones around the map. The map keeps moving up, almost like Walker Assault does, but it also takes advantage of those huge 20 on 20 modes and the big all-out warfare. And you can also have Jedi's in that, and also in Walker Assault, as you're seeing right now. Next, we move on to things like Drop Zone, which are smaller modes, but that's it's still good, really. It was also shown off in the beta. It's all about running around capturing a drop pod, and then we get points depending if you hold it or not. So that's really good. But you've got then like maybe pointless modes. Like Blast is just TDM, Team Deathmatch, for those who don't know what I mean. So it's something that while I would usually accept, there's better modes out there, and I feel like it's a bit tacked on. And then there's also things like Droid Run, which is almost just it's very similar to Drop Zone, but personally, I think Drop Zone is a better mode. So yeah, we clearly can see that there's some tacked on modes for Star Wars Battlefront, but the gameplay, I can kind of flaw it, but it's most of the time, I'd say it's flawless for the most part. But there's some things I would like to for it to change. But on the most part, it's pretty good. So we've got a short amount of, well, not many weapons to be honest. There's only 11 main weapons in the game, and you can't even add attachments to the weapons. But they all function very well. They all have their own advantages and disadvantages. And like, there's only one shotgun in the whole game. I'm pretty sure. Comment if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's only one shotgun in the whole game. I mean, it's not really a close quarters game, but they've got to give us more choice than just one. You've really blaster rifles and heavy blasters. Yep, I think they dominate the arsenal that is available. When you go down to other items, we've got star cards. Now these are the majority of your tools that you use throughout the game. We've got things like grenades, different types of weapons, things like ion shots, which are like better against vehicles, etc. But I think they're quite good. You can upgrade them with more credits. I mean, it adds to it. It gives it a bit of options and the way you want to play your game instead of just running around with one of the 11 guns. I mean, that would be really repetitive really quickly. Also, they've added the ability to customize your character. As you can see, my rebel is not wearing a helmet and he looks like he's 60 years old but still fighting. Impressive he is. Yeah, they've added lots of little things. I think the customization, while good, You know, they haven't gone for like, it's not like Skyrim or Fallout levels of customization. They say pick from head 1 to, do you want it with a beard or without a beard? You know, you don't get your choices like you would in, say, Bethesda games or even Destiny. But you know, I've done my review on Destiny, however bad or good it was. And then we've got maps. There are 13 maps. There is a small complaint I have here that you can only have only 4 maps available for things like Walker, Assault, and Supremacy, which I've already commented on my favourite modes. So it's a sad thing when you have, only 4 maps available and these huge maps, and you really want to see all of them in their full scale. You know what they have to offer, but only Walker, Assault, and Supremacy, personally, I believe, show off this all-out warfare. So to only have 4 maps available for something like that is a bit of a shame, but I'll live with it. Maybe they'll patch them in later, or give us the DLC. £40 right off the door if you want the expansion pass. Well, I don't think it's a mad idea. They haven't really given us enough information on it to really warrant a purchase. But hey, if you're a Star Wars fan like me, you might go for it. But I'm still holding back on that. I find the main game's fine for now, but we'll see what happens. See if it looks good and worth it. Heroes-wise, we've only got 6 in the game, including heroes and villains. So we've got Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, which are lightsaber-wielding people. Everyone wants to play as them immediately. I mean, I played as him twice in this, I believe. And then you've got Han Solo, Princess Leia. They're like Han Solo's more of a standard soldier, whereas Leia is more of a support, like the Emperor for the Imperials. They all play well. They all have their own spot. I think Boba Fett is the strongest of the lot, though, definitely, because he's got his flamethrower, he's got his jetpack, rockets, and of course his standard weapon. So he's very versatile, and he can do a lot of different things, a lot of different situations. He's definitely got the advantage over the rest. But personally, I'm a fan of Luke and Vader. But overall, I hear that Boba Fett is the stronger of the lot. Moving on, we have what do we have? It mainly focuses on multiplayer, but you've got quite a lot of modes. I mean, I'm glad they have split screen functionality in a few. Sadly, not in these huge battles, which I'm showing you right now. It is a shame, but oh well. I think there's a partner system in this game. Partner system works as you have one friend, you can spawn on them whenever, and also you can use their loadout, so the star cards, which I was talking about earlier. And while I am a fan of it, the partner system, I can spawn right in, get right in, and I don't have to walk back onto the battlefield. But sometimes I wish you could have more, because say if you're a group of people and you've come from Battlefield, but you're a huge fan of Star Wars and you buy Star Wars Battlefront, and there's the four of you, for example. In Battlefield, you could have a squad of 4, but now it's just 2. See the problem? So you can't spawn on all your friends, and you can't get into a huge group. And that is about it, really. It sounds like I have a lot of negatives about the game, but personally, it's an excellent game. I mean, I haven't gone over the graphics yet, but you can just see from the footage here that it's probably the best looking game of the year, hands down. Audio wise, I haven't got any audio on here, but when you hear the game, oh my! If you like your Star Wars, you should buy this game. If you're not a fan of Star Wars, Battlefield will probably keep you busy, or if you're a fan of COD, you've obviously got Black Ops 3, but me being a Star Wars fan, this is like the game of my generation right here. I mean, I remember when I was younger and I was just playing Battlefront 1 and 2 all the time. It was my life, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people did follow me in the gaming industry. They went along and just played Battlefront because it was the best couch co-op or couch versus game ever. But, sadly some things have been stripped, like Galactic Conquest from Battlefront. Where is it? I know they announced ages ago that we're going to have that, but, we would have liked it. I just feel like they need some more single player. I mean, you realise that I ran out of things to say about the game quite quickly, because I feel that while there is enough content for now, I will probably run out of things to do in it very quickly. I mean, there's not much to warrant you levelling up, besides the customization, which I said is slightly lacking. But I would still say that it's worth the journey. I'm 8 to 10 hours into the game, so I've got a fair opinion on it. But I am certain that later on down the line, I'll probably start getting bored of it, unless the expansions innovate it a bit. But if I were to score the game right now, it's had a very good release. I've not had a single connection error. The game hasn't crashed on me once. We've got great visuals, good audio, solid gameplay, but I feel a lack of content and, the lack of weapon choice. The star cards hold things up, the ability to upgrade them, but personally, we need some more weapons, maybe a few more maps. We've got 13 right now. I'd say it's a solid release compared to Battlefield, which Battlefield 4 had 8 maps, I think. Not 4. That's the game, not the map count. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this review. So overall, I'd give the game a 7, 8, probably an 8 because I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. That's why I'm not completely tearing apart this game, saying how awful it is. But I think I say it's quite excellent. But I'm not blinded to the flaws that this game still has. But yeah, that's been my review of Star Wars Battlefront. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.